Hello everyone, welcome back to Crucial Farms. My name is Patrick. Today is Tuesday, March 27th, 2018, and here in Zone 7, we should be out of the freezing. Last night we had a little bit of a frost, but the next 20-30 days on the extended forecast and looking in the Farmer's Almanac, we should be out of the freezing completely. So I am going to go ahead and get my lettuce in the ground today. We've got a little over 250 lettuce seedlings ready to go. Some of these I may separate because there's multiple ones in here. So some I may separate as we go along. The plan is I have an auger here, an auger bit on the end of my drill on a slow speed as to not fling dirt everywhere. And I've already laid down the yellow line you see. That is a 100-foot tape measure because my beds are 100 feet. So the plan is to go every foot and make them look even. Well, maybe this one will be here, and here, and here, and get them a little bit tighter packed. And then I can just push all the dirt back in. Spread around. So this should work great, and maybe not necessarily is this, maybe it's digging my hole, it's loosening it. You know, the hole is larger than the plug will be itself, but that's no problem with pushing it back in. What else do I need to cover? Oh, of course, my ground, I tilled in manure about 2 weeks ago, so it's been sitting, and it's definitely ready to go. The ground is nice and moist already. It should be before you plant your lettuce seeds. And the plan is to take, I'll have gloves on once we do it, but for the sake of the video, to make it easier, we'll take our screw here and attempt to pop the plug up out. Now my dirt is, these guys are very, very wet. So I'm gonna try to, all right, well, as you can see, I've already got the first two started here, and it's a problem that I've run into that I kind of knew that I would run into, and that is I did not add perlite to any of my soil mixture. So I have very wet, soggy soil. So we'll also talk about this more upcoming when I plant my tomato seeds and all of my pepper seeds in the next couple days. I have perlite to add into the soil mix. So until then, a tongue depressor should work pretty well to scrape down along the sides here to get it loosened up. And then hopefully two of them maybe can pluck it out. And yes, that worked very well. And then of course, now I have gloves on only because all these roots are dead from last year. I have gloves on because I don't want to contaminate at all the soil. So planting these by hand is going to take a long time. But I've got about 300 to do, close to it. So I'm going to get started now, and I'll come back on here, whether I get rained out or maybe get this done. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to let this camera record on, maybe we call it like a time lapse, as long as it will. I'm sure it'll only get about 10 or 15 more minutes, and I'll try to speed along as quickly as possible. So I'll see you all in a few minutes. All right, well, I just got done with all of them, and by the calculations, we have all of the lettuce seeds in this entire row here, and we have 297 total. Some romaine and some the Crucial Dark, which is a Waldman's dark green romaine lettuce. I just don't like the name, so we're gonna call it Crucial Dark. Also, another reason, and the Crucial Dark starts up in here, and you can see these guys look great. It's very uniform for the most part. The other reason why I did it today, the books say to start beginning of April to put them in the ground, but it looks to me like the freezing is over completely. So if I have to cover these, I guess I can. I don't think I'll have to. But today, tomorrow, and the next day, they're calling for rain. So that'll save me from having to water these while my tank is filling from the roof. So yeah, lettuce is in the ground. If you live locally and you're gonna be interested in any lettuce about a month from now, we're gonna have over 200 heads of it, so hit me up. All right, well, later this week, we'll be putting all of our tomato seeds and all of our pepper seeds, getting them started in the greenhouse, along with 100 more lettuce seeds. Also this week here in this second row, right here, we're going to get our spinach seeded in the ground, our radishes, and our cut lettuce. So the lettuce that's only gonna grow about this tall, and we can cut it 3 or 4 times per plant. So yeah, it's amazing to see how compact now the row is after I walk up and down it, 400 times. And also bending down 300 times, or, having to put in 300 plants and having to crouch down as many times as I did. I've never had to do that before. I'm sure I won't be able to walk tomorrow. The wife messaged me and told me that I better take an ibuprofen because she's not helping me out of bed. Anyway, yeah, so hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. The bonsai trees are doing amazingly. They're doing great. There's a few that I think have gone, maybe have died. Hey, but that's what happens. I'm hoping to sell most of these, except for the very few I want to keep. Other than that, I got all these wood chips put down yesterday right around the greenhouse, going down and starting the trail around. So I see my battery light flashing again. So I'm going to tell everybody goodbye, and I'll see you all later this week. So peace out. Love each other. Stop shooting each other. Bye-bye.